It's official, Greninja is having its community day, and I don't think you're prepared for how good this Pokemon will be in Pokemon Go Battle League. Now, just the other day, we have the announcement, and we're going to be diving into why Greninja is going to be so good, why you should be looking forward to it, why you need to be farming it, and getting good PvP IVs. But first, let's talk about the event, and then we'll dive into the nitty-gritty. So, this is going to be coming in August, on August 13th. We will get Froakie, and you can evolve it to Greninja to get the Charge Attack Hydro Cannon. Now, it will also get Water Shuriken starting with the event and continuing afterwards. You'll be able to learn it with a fast TM. That's all you need to do, either during the event or afterwards. Just fast TM to Water Shuriken, and then you guys get Hydro Cannon during the community day. This is also going to give us 3 times Stardust for this event. So we get Greninja, already a beautiful shiny, massive meta update, and 3 times Stardust. This is one of those community days that where the stars align. And when I'm talking about power, and I'm talking about fun, Greninja is on par with Swampert when it comes to the obscene amount of damage that it can do, and I'm going to show you guys why. So if we head here to pvpoke.com, we need to first think about Greninja, where it excels and where it absolutely gets shattered. Now with its typing, water and dark, there are actually very hard-hitting common fast moves that destroy it. Counter, Razor Leaf, and Charm, even Volt Switch potentially, but the big 3, Charm, Razor Leaf, and Counter. Now, if you are aligned to one of those Pokemon, it is over. Greninja is a glass cannon, it will get shredded right away. So the whole point of Greninja is to be a anchor sweeper, or what we're talking about if you have a lead and you have a safe swap, Greninja is that third Pokemon that hides in the back. And the whole point of your lead and your safe swap is to get rid of the Razor Leafer, the Charmer, or the Counter user. Because if you give Greninja 2-to-1 shield advantage, which is very common with a sweeper team, and you give it 1 fast move of energy, as we can see here, you can give it, let's see if you guys can see, yeah, you guys can see. If we take away, oops, we just go 0, right? And we add 1 fast move, which means we're in the end game. You swap out again out of your lead and get that fast move energy. You have a 2-to-1 shield advantage against the meta. We're going to go ahead and change it against the meta. Look at this win rating. This is insane. 83.7%. And the Pokemon that it loses against are the big hitters. Shadow Razor Leaf Victory Bell, Shadow Charm Alolan Ninetales, Counter Medicham, Counter Scrafty, Counter Obstagoon, and Lantern. If you can somehow get rid of one of these Pokemon, and not every team is going to have all these Pokemon, there may only be one. Some teams might not even have any of these Pokemon. If you get rid of it and you give this Greninja a 2-to-1 shield advantage, it is going to beat everything else. Venusaurs, Bastiodons, Skarmories, Azumarill, Pelipper's, Charizard, Cofagrigus, Sableye, Trevenant, Registeel. Like, the list goes on and on. Frostlass, Alolan Sandslash, Jellicent, Swampert, Talonflame, Cresselia. This thing goes on an absolute tear. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, this is going to be updated, potentially, right? It's not in the game yet, so if it stays as is, awesome. If it gets updated, so be it. But if we look at it, it is going to be a 4.66 energy per turn. Actually, let's do it like this so we can have a comparison. It is the second best energy gaining fast move other than Lock On. And it also has decent damage. So that is going to be 6 damage. It does 2 damage per turn, whereas Fairy Wind, Mudshot, Poison Sting all do 1.5. So you can already see the damage and energy. The energy is insane. The damage is decent. It's not garbage, which is good. Now, another thing we need to look at, if we go to a single battle right here, and we go with Greninja, and we have to give it the custom move of Water Shuriken and Hydro Cannon, and we face it off against a Swampert. As you guys will see here, it destroys the Swampert. Absolutely destroys it. That's what these numbers right here say. Now, if we go Hydro Cannon to Hydro Cannon, what you guys are going to see is it gets to a Hydro Cannon faster than a Swampert. Look at that. 3 Water Shurikens. 1, 2. Oh, actually, you guys, sorry. You guys can't see. Sorry, this computer's kind of, the screen's kind of messed up a little bit. All right, here we go. Looking at the pacing. Each of these squares, if you guys didn't know, is the fast move. So it's 3 Water Shurikens and then Hydro Cannon. It outpaces the Swampert to the charge move. This is insane. And on top of that, it resists the Hydro Cannon when you're facing off against Swamperts. So mark my words, when we are talking about, let me go ahead and get back to this setup. When we are talking about, and that's the meta, if we look at all Pokemon here, go ahead and simulate. Look at that, 89% win rate when you have the 2-to-1. Now let's say it's not 2-to-1. Let's go 1-to-0. What does this look like? And we give it a fast move. 94%. Are you kidding me? The only things that can stop a Greninja in the 1-to-0 is going to be the hard-hitting fast moves of Grass, Fighting, and Fairy, and sometimes Electric with Lantern. But my goodness, Greninja, it doesn't look good on paper when you're just a flat simulation, but when you give it an advantage, which is you can build teams around, it is going to be absolutely insane. You guys aren't excited enough. I don't think you understand. As someone who builds teams for sweeping, me personally, you guys have seen it time and time again. I run ABB teams in most situations, and I sweep with one Pokemon. Greninja is about to be blasting through the stratosphere with its sweeping capability. Now, I want you guys to also check out this graphic here from Pokemon Go on their Twitter profile. They share these graphics all the time, which is a great alternative to their posts here. I mean, the posts are great, don't get me wrong. It's kind of great, straightforward information. But if you guys like getting your info on Twitter, they now post these infographics, which really helps out. So you can kind of see everything that's going. Now, unfortunately, I can't scroll down, so you can't see the rest. But we're getting Hydro Cannon, we're getting Water Shuriken, we're getting 3 times Stardust. It is shiny Greninja. You can't go wrong here. And if we take a look at those wins, I mean, I don't think you guys understand. This is a 1-to-0, which is perfectly viable to happen. Greninja is gonna go insane. And with Water Shuriken, even if it doesn't go insane, right, with just constantly sweeping teams, the pressure it is gonna put out with the fast move of Water Shuriken and Hydro Cannon cannot be overlooked. And it also has Night Slash coverage. And even then, right, if Aerial Ace ever gets an update, now you have Aerial Ace for the fighters and the grass type Pokemon. I don't think you guys understand. It is so good. Maybe you guys do, and you're just like, heck yes, this is what I've been waiting for. This is a Pokemon that is going to be incredibly fun. This is a Pokemon you guys need to have. It is rare that we see something this cool and this powerful from a community day. Now, it's not like a Medicham top meta, just use it wherever, it's fine. This has to be a setup Pokemon, a sweeper. But my gosh, the insane sweeps that it can have, and especially in limited cup metas, that's where it's really gonna shine. When you get a lot of the Medichams out of the way, you get a lot of the Charmers out of the way, the Alolan Ninetales, it is gonna be so much fun. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about Greninja with the new moveset and this sweeping capability, because it is like a 94% win rate, right? Or an 80, I think it was 83 with the 2-to-1 shield. It is a perfectly viable situation, and so much fun. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.